Hello guys, yo, it's me, my little Yoshi here, back with another video on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, my blind playthrough. It kind of was, I completely forgot where to find that super boss, but yeah, anyways, long story short, in the last video, we tackled on the very first super boss of the game. There's 5 in total, as far as I'm aware. 4 main ones you have to defeat, which give you that Iono's strongest item. Then once you get all of those done, you get to fight the ultimate super boss, which, from what I found out, is at level 120, just like the original game. And yeah, it's quite interesting. But anyways, this next one is probably not going to... Actually, I completely forgot to do something, so I'm gonna actually do this. Actually, 2 things. First, I need to get my food back since, well, I lost it in the previous video. Normally I do this off screen, but I completely forgot to do that. And the second thing is, well, actually, you'll see what it is in a minute. I already down-leveled Noah, so no need to worry about that. One thing I forgot to do after I did my gem thing was actually pin these items so I could figure out what I was doing. Oh, that would save me a lot of stress. Thankfully, we do not have to farm Royal Ardun Horde materials anymore, so that part is basically done with. Honestly, if that's the only part that keeps us from getting rank 10 gems when the boss is actually underleveled, it's not actually as bad. I initially thought it was going to be worser, but even on normal mode, which is harder than just easy mode, it didn't really stand much of a chance. I think we beat it in like 3 minutes with the chain, or so, I think. Actually, no, I think it was more around 7 minutes, but we beat it pretty quickly. We ended up having a chain twice, but thankfully we got up the chain twice really quickly. I will say, spamming chain attacks is definitely the way to go on the super bosses. They take way too long otherwise. By the way, you can opt to challenge them at a higher rank, but obviously we're not going to do that. At the hardest rank, they probably do a lot of damage, but I think just facing them once is fine enough. That's basically all we need to do. There's no reason to do any more stuff. Like, once those eyes are gone, we're pretty much ready to take on all the endgame challenges. And by the way, the challenges will be done towards the endgame. We're just doing all this gem grinding right now because it helps out a lot. I was hoping to get a break right away despite this being all finished, but fortunately it didn't work. I'm gonna play with Nintendo for the rest of these battles. Although I generally like to control Unity just to prevent her from doing stuff, don't really need that, and I think having the break and topple is probably better. It's also much cooler. Plus, we haven't really controlled Unity in a while, so something like that'll help out. But other than that, anyways, the item we're going for is what you see right here, the Great Rare Feris Hair, which is only gotten from a couple of monsters. This unique monster thankfully being 1 man. Also, we have not killed this monster yet, so once again, we are going to get these abilities. By the way, yes, I remembered to equip Soul Hacker. Tina actually was using the same setup as before. We just changed a couple of things about it, so don't worry. We do have the Soul Hacker thing did work, so you can get these things and you will not have to fight them again. But I do believe you may have to fight them later for a Soul Hacker upgrade. And I think that is technically considered like a 100% upgrade thing, but if you ask me, I'm not sure if that upgrades up yet. Because, like, I guess if you get into it, getting Soul Hacker upgraded isn't actually that hard. There we go. Finding that the same thing as before, purposely not chaining and instead just focusing on dazing and spiking. And we're keeping Noah at level 1 again, just to ensure that he gets the maximum amount of from the battle. That's basically how we're dealing with our CD grind, and so far it's actually working pretty well. I'm glad I did it this way and not the other way, because it could very easily mess up. Just gonna do this. Guarantee just killed it before it was too late. But we got a new ability, Mega Shout. I don't even remember what we heard from the other boss. Honestly, I'm glad just getting through that super boss was like that super boss, man. That was like the biggest part of the last video. Keep in mind, there's 3 more to do. One of which we do know where it's located, but one of which we do not know where it's located. Anyway, from what I've learned, most of the materials that you get from the Feris are simply gotten from this one, so that's who we are going for. We do still have a similar set, of course, so again, we have an instant break, topple, these, and burst combo. So, Miyabi actually learns to use that sooner, we should be able to get it done pretty quickly. Which can be it makes it a lot faster. Okay. Should be one more burst coming. Yeah, at least one person should have burst. Isn't that one reason why I actually choose to out-level the enemies rather than down-level them? Because if you down-level them, like straight up or lower level the enemy, then your chance to break actually goes down. So you actually want to do your fights at 99. The only difference is, if you're killing an enemy too soon, you can just run with no attackers and you can alternative. Though, honestly, if you're really annoyed with that travel grind, which I think I've mentioned that many times before, but like, so far that creature has just been like one of the hardest to grind. If you ask me, I do not want to do it again. But one other thing you could do with that, I guess, if you're really annoyed, is you could just set it to auto battle and have extra attackers. Oh, you can't actually fully auto battle. My bad. Anyway, having no attackers means they'll survive for a lot longer. Also, the burst straight up missed. You saw that, right? The burst resisted. I didn't even know a burst can resist. You saw that Mayon can come in too. It flew towards the enemy and it just straight up did nothing. It looks weird. If you ask me, it looks really weird. Okay, we're done with this. Oh my gosh, it resisted again. Oh my gosh, I did not know you could do that. Already we got 2 resists. It's kind of annoying, if you ask me. Try to give them a stick. Okay, somebody else stays first, so it didn't really matter. Easy. Alright, got that done. And now we are definitely good. So now we need another unique monster, Gunzia Marcellus. This one is near the desert Piranhas Hulk. The material we are going for is Marrin the Marrin Carcapus. My bad. This is, of course, that big giant boy that probably remember seeing quite a bit of. Obviously, you already know what is happening. You already probably know what I'm talking about, though. It's this big boy right here. Though, this might be a normal one. I forget. Is this the unique or something else? All I know is that we're kind of close if we go from here. Oh, okay, I was right. So this is the unique. So yeah, we get to face this big boy, finally. Thankfully, there's no way to knock off the cliff, unlike some of his other brethren, which can sometimes be knocked off the cliff. As he is really high up, we're going to have to lure him down first before we can fight him properly. And because he's a level 87, the resist chance is significantly higher for our break than Topple. As far as I'm aware, it's not considered a super boss. Because, I think I've already mentioned before, super bosses are only confirmed as super bosses when you see them do other stuff. If you're wondering, Nino does not have a breakthrough. In hindsight, I probably should take off one of her damage abilities and put the breakthrough on her. Even just having that or something can help, but I need to get more of the purple ones before I realistically do that. Oh, that's one problem that can sometimes happen with these bigger monsters. Especially when they go very high up into the air. Sometimes when they drop down, they won't properly drop down right away. That's a weird glitch that can sometimes occur, but I think that's just mostly because this monster is so dynamic. It can be quite trolly, especially when it tries to go very high into the air. And so sometimes avoid our attacks for a while. Other than that, though, just like before, one normal battle will probably do most of the materials. Some of these monsters are so beefy that most of the time you only need to realistically do one full battle of them and get all the materials you need instantly. Sometimes you get very unlucky and not get certain materials, but most of the time you don't. I will say, after the craziness that was the super boss, it's nice to finally have a little bit of growth once in a while. Because you ask me, having to take on that big boy was quite scary. You can, and I did mention, I specifically did want to set the limit to 99. We do not want to lose anyone during that whole battle, because otherwise it was going to be very trolly. I also manual controlled Noah as a core healer, though I feel like that was a little bit unnecessary. By the way, I actually don't yes, of course, but I made him a healer later when we were farming the material, but it didn't really take that long. Like that big dragon before, though, this game does have quite a weird hitbox, and sometimes the topple won't actually work on it properly, and instead it'll just kind of plummet to the surface or something instead, which is kind of weird. Yumi is kind of struggling to get behind him, so I'm actually going to take control of Yumi briefly. Yeah, I'm going to start taking control of Yumi here. This is really a little bit too rough, so I think if I just do that, I'll be fine. It looks like we're not on its side, by the way, but we actually are. One annoying thing also you might notice, yes, there are sand here as well, so they can be pushed down right here, which is really annoying. Now, I do have the Ouroboros set to not trigger. We probably could have used Ouroboros on some of the later forms, but the guy is so weak we didn't really need it, so yeah. In hindsight, if I do grind materials from him, like trying to grind a quick kill, maybe Ouroboros is probably the way to go. See, this is the part I don't like about it. The fact that it takes, because that fire for one ability makes it really hard for him to get ahead, and that's probably the part. This guy. This is the tedious part. You have to regularly run over to it just to get it done. And the slide will regularly push you down as well, which is kind of annoying. This is probably the only annoying thing about the monster, is the fact that it'll push you down regularly. This gets really nasty. I am going to check the materials for a bit more as this battle goes on longer and longer. Whenever we get the materials we need for our gem, when that confirm pops up and I know that I'm done, I think a bit cheap. It's like, we haven't taken out this guy yet either, so we're going to need to do that at some point. And yes, normally I do have somebody as Zodiac is really busted fast, seriously. When you get powered up fully, they will do so much damage, it's actually unreal. But you need to do a specific upgrade system before you can get them fully unlocked. Not giving me this as I want. Hoping I would do later that time. Well, that took a while. That first thing kind of just went all the way from over there to a different side. We're pretty far away from this guy. If we change light, moving too far away. Remember, enemies will despawn if you move them too far away. You might after. You know what? Oh, hang on. We got a day's combo. Okay, I am tired of this guy going in a weird spot, so I'm gonna turn on Follow the Leader. This is a good reason why you want to have Follow the Leader on. That way, you can move this guy to a spot we actually want to fight it in, and then turn it off. There we go. Now we shouldn't have to deal with that stupid freaking slide anymore. That's important, because I think we're getting close to... Because it was... Okay, so that time it was too high up. It's a good way to cancel the attack, but it was way too high up there, so... It straight up didn't fall down in time there. We're almost done now. Maybe like a one time, although that'll make sense. With a weak character. But a very low level character, and one makes sense that it would take longer. We got it. We're getting some more silver no pawn points. I'm glad we keep on getting silver no pawn points. Also, if we see the bosses will drop gold no pawn points, so if we see up a bit more, we probably could have done stuff. I'm just gonna wait on this. I didn't even see if the thing was done, but oh well. We'll burst this guy with his rage effect. Oh, figures. We get all the... That missed. There we go. Oria finally completed itself. There we go. Let's chain this guy and get him over with. We got materials we need. That took a bit longer though, because I was kind of getting very unlucky. Since Uni is our only attacker, we're gonna have to go with setting her up. Not nearly a good setup, but we'll try to do as much damage as we can. Perhaps having at least one extra attacker is probably better. So I am going to remind myself that, though. Part of the problem is, if you have too many attackers early, it can be quite difficult damage sometimes. More than I wanted. But honestly, if I go to 100% with Noah, it's honestly fine, since even if he goes over 100%, I'll guarantee at least trigger himself, maybe a defender, which we can use to get back to him. Didn't get it, so we have to do Martin Suffocation instead. Oh, that's right. Not, goodness, not Noah, my bad. Almost didn't have a way to complete this because of that. We're actually kind of a more tense moment than I thought. My setup is actually really terrible for chain attack, so if we don't get at least me back, we might straight up. His healers cannot go over 100%. But we got a defender, so we I was gonna be really screwed there. Let's quickly use our healers, use our stuff. It's certainly not going to be as much damage as we want, but that's fine. First the enemy an extra time now. There's going to be a break in combo. Some extra percentage. Hey, that was the problem. In hindsight, we probably should have gone to the oracles right away. But we got Uni back, so it doesn't matter. Also, he probably gives us an extra character. I always forget about that part. There we go. In hindsight, I probably should have removed one of my other healers, but I want at least one character on main gunner. Like someone not a good healer, I just want to be taking somebody out. I'm gonna have to be a DPS instead. But it'll take a really long time to make it. So let's just get some extra materials at the end of this later. Just for good measure. Again, we want to kill this guy as soon as possible. That's the main thing, reason why I'm doing it like this. Now, Noah's probably not going to get a break off. CNS. Alright. So, I came back here, sorry if anything happened. When I went to press the button, for some reason I didn't notice, but pressing enter actually stops the line. But don't worry, this was a big mistake, but thankfully we recognized it, and so we're back into recording. Anyways, we're about to end anyways. It's just frustrating. It's going to make the video editing a little bit more awkward, but anyways, we took out this guy finally. It took a bit longer than I want to, so I am going to have to change my setup. Unfortunately, you're not going to see that because it's about that time again. Time to end the episode. Here. Still, if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.